A friend or two will make you or break you. You ever notice that when you do something with someone else, especially if it's a learning, especially if it's something where you've got to engage and bring some learning towards you and then apply that in your life, that you do way better, like way better, when there's been 1 or 2 or even 10 people that you've journeyed with through that learning. You ever notice that you do so much better, you apply more of it, it makes a bigger difference in your life, there's more transformation? And why is that? Well, what studies have shown is that because, a couple of things actually, because you've taken in the same information, there's a larger common understanding, so you get to have that collective conversation where it's actually richer because others know about the same thing that you do, even though we take it in with our own perspective. So we hear something different, and that's actually what makes it richer. Because we're hearing something different, if I hear one thing and you hear another, and you share what you've heard and I share what I've heard, we now have a much bigger level of understanding, and we've got more opportunity to apply it. If there's 10 of us, even more so the case. So that's one thing. The second thing is, because we've both learned approximately the same kind of information, we can actually hold each other able to carrying it out. The word might be accountable, or hold each other accountable to it. That's a made-up word, and yet it works well because we can ask each other the question because we know to ask it. We can ask, have you done X? And when I forget to do something, maybe it's something so simple as just a new perspective on something, and my friend notices I've lost it. I've kind of left it in the bush back there somewhere, or in the water as the case may be. Then by asking me that question, it brings it back to the forefront. So a friend can re-engage something that I learned and yet I forgot. So I frequently forget what I have been taught or learned or even applied, even began to apply, and I didn't integrate it fully. And so until it's integrated, it's not part of my being. So having a friend that journeyed with me or joined me on an experience, I do so much better. And so the reason I'm sharing that with you is because we've got the Roar Canada Symposium in just a few days, as well as the Explosive Sales Training. 2 totally different events. Both we have brought in Lisa Nichols for. She's a master at both sales development and serving a client well. Really serving a client to a decision, which is what the Explosive Sales Training is about, 9 to noon actually, on September 23rd at the Centurion. And then there's also the Roar Symposium. And so in either one of those, that's at night, 6 to 9, again, September 23rd, if you bring a friend or 5 or 10, you're gonna get so much more out of it. And what I want for you is to get everything out of it absolutely possible. So I encourage you to check out roarcanada.ca, and both events are there, and we will see you there and learn together.